Hi, James Melendez, James, a wine guy, here to share and celebrate this wine with you today. This is Stepping Stones White Blend North Coast 2011 Vintage, 13.5% alcohol content. And back panel for your review. And you can see on the front label here, I'll just point it out, it says it's a Cornerstone wine. So here we go, Cornerstone. And Cornerstone Cellars in Washington Street in Yountville. It's worth a visit. It's really wonderful to taste their two programs. One is this one here, Stepping Stones, and the other is their Cornerstone line. For me, this is a beautiful expression of Chardonnay and Gewürztraminer. And I think it's really important to think of Chardonnay as a great blender. I think a lot of times we're tasting Chardonnay at 100% level, which is just fine, but it's also really pleasant grape varietal that's going to play well with many varietals. So for this to be paired with the Gewürztraminer is really wonderful because it's becoming something different. It's not quite Chardonnay, it's not quite Gewürztraminer. It's somewhere not even in between. It's something different and interesting and enlivening. And for me, hot day in San Francisco, it's probably 72 degrees Fahrenheit, about 22 Celsius. And for me, I love a white wine on weather like this, which is rare for us, but I definitely, as I've talked about many, many times, that I think white wine is to be experienced year-round. I definitely start off my meals that way and progress to red wines. For me, it's just really a great way of celebrating life and to enjoy what you have on your plate and to serve with food or not. This wine is just presenting well with some really beautiful notes on this wine. And for me, I think this is just my seafood wine. I just want to enjoy this with oysters. As you might gather, I eat oysters not a lot, but when I do, I really want to pair it with a really beautiful, minerally forward wine like this wine here. It's a nice quality of flintiness as well. So here we go. I'll take a taste of this wine and tell you what it's like. Aptly dry. Green and yellow citrus zest are really a signature here. Sesame notes, which I think is a really great descriptor. I don't hear anybody else using that. For me, sesame is that note is not quite spice, not quite fruit, not quite anything else, but it registers in a very centered way. A bit of spice, a bit of earthiness, and I think it's a really great description. White tea, jasmine, and a hint of just sliced Adriatic fig. So I give this one a 9.0 out of my 10.0 scale. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, and Pinterest. Salud.